2025 has been one of the darkest years for the online creator world. One by one, the internet has been rocked by the heartbreaking deaths of influencers who inspired, entertained, and connected millions of people. From shocking accidents to devastating illnesses and senseless violence, the losses this year feel endless. But what's more painful is how sudden and unexpected so many of them were. Today, we're looking back at some of the influencers the world lost in 2025, and the heartbreaking stories that left entire communities grieving. It all began in April, when the world of nursing influencer Hailey Okula was forever changed. At just 33 years old, Hailey had just welcomed her first child, but within hours, her life was tragically cut short. She passed away from an amniotic fluid embolism, a rare but often fatal complication during childbirth. Her husband Matthew shared that she was able to briefly meet their baby before her passing. That detail broke hearts everywhere. Fans who had followed her pregnancy journey were left reeling, wondering how such joy could turn into tragedy so quickly. But sadly, Hailey's story was only the beginning. Just weeks later, influencer Emily Keyser suffered a nightmare no parent should ever endure. Her 3-year-old son, Trig, drowned in the family's backyard pool. He was pulled out unconscious, and despite desperate efforts, his life could not be saved. The Keyser family's tragedy spread quickly online, with an outpouring of support from parents and followers who couldn't even imagine the pain. It was a cruel reminder of how fragile life is, and how quickly everything can change. But the tragedies didn't stop there. TikTok star John Crawley, better known as King Beard X, was hospitalized in Mississippi after struggling to breathe. Despite being rushed to the ICU, he didn't survive. His friend and co-host shared the heartbreaking news, thanking fans for their support. He was just 47 years old. Around the same time, beauty influencer Liz Lynn Royu quietly passed away at age 36, her husband confirming the news in a heartfelt post on her official Instagram account. And then came fitness influencer Christina Bittner. At only 41, her passing stunned her fans and friends. But while some stories were rooted in health struggles, others were far darker, stories of violence that no one saw coming. Influencer Yareli Ashley Hermosillo was just 27 when her life was cut short by a stray bullet in Arizona. She was sitting in her car when 2 men began arguing at a red light. One pulled out a gun, and the shot struck Hermosillo instead. Despite being rushed to the hospital, she didn't survive. Police later arrested the suspect, charging him with second-degree murder. In New York, influencer Ariela La Langosta was found dead in her car. The medical examiner confirmed she had died from gunshot wounds and was likely targeted for violence. Investigators are still piecing together what happened. And then came Gloria Zamora, a fitness influencer killed in California while out on a date. Authorities say she and her companion were ambushed and shot by her estranged husband. Off-duty officers rushed to the scene after hearing gunfire, but it was too late. These violent losses shocked communities, leaving followers angry, heartbroken, and searching for answers. Other influencers were lost to accidents that felt both random and devastating. Stacey Turrout and Matthew Yeomans, a couple from Canada, were killed in an off-road crash in the mountains of British Columbia. Their family described it as the tragic end to an amazing love story. Travel influencer Juliana Marins was hiking a volcano in Indonesia when she fell. Her body was found days later, and reports revealed that she survived the fall but died minutes later from internal bleeding. And in Italy, extreme sports creator Andreas Tonelli was biking in the Dolomites when he fell more than 650 feet to his death. He was 48 years old, living life to the fullest, until one tragic misstep cost him everything. These accidents reminded fans just how quickly adventure and joy can turn into heartbreak. Some stories were so surreal they hardly felt real. Influencer Tanner Martin, who had been battling stage 4 colon cancer, stunned the world with a pre-recorded video announcing his own death. In the video, he told fans, "If you're watching this, I am dead."
Hey, it's me, Tanner. If you're watching this, I am dead.
He reflected on his life, his wife, and his newborn child. It was raw, heartbreaking, and unforgettable. 2025 has been a devastating year for the influencer community. From Hailey Okula's tragic passing during childbirth, to senseless acts of violence, to freak accidents and heartbreaking illnesses, the online world has been forced to say goodbye to too many bright lights.